Hey guys, welcome to Queen Airbender Tarot. Today we are going to do your collective full moon reading in the sign of Leo. Now, keep in mind this is a general reading, which means it cannot possibly apply to every single person that's watching. But if you like a personal reading, all of the information will be left in the description box below. In case you are new to the channel, welcome, come on in. And in case you're returning, thank you for joining me again today. And I hope that you guys are doing well. So you guys know with the full moon energy, things feel so much more intense, especially on the emotional level, because the moon is all about the emotions and feelings. And I say this all the time. I know it's redundant, but there are a lot of new people who come and cross paths with my channel. So I do have to put this out here. With those full moons, everything is intensified. Okay, the emotions and feelings, they're intensified. I always tell you guys 3 days before, during, and 3 days after full and new moons, that veil is much thinner. In other words, like you see things clearly, or things that were hidden from you, because the moon also is associated with hidden energy as well. Those things start to come out, okay? And with this message that I got for you guys today, I immediately, as you can see from the title, and I've been getting this for the past couple days, and I didn't want to get into that energy because it feels very heavy. But in life, everything can't always be, gumdrops and rainbows. It can't. We deal with a multitude of things in our life. We're here to experience things in our reality that helps us ascend and helps us along our spiritual journey. So I do feel like somebody may be having a very rough time, but I don't want this to sound like doom and gloom. I feel like someone may feel like that initially or at the moment, but it's gonna clear up. And I know that especially because of the songs that I get, okay? And you guys know I always get songs with the, messages that I meant to give you all. And the song that stood out the most to me, the final song, which you guys know I'm gonna bring it up and I'm gonna tell you guys who the artists are and their zodiac signs because it may apply. It really gave me hope. It gave me hope for whoever is dealing with this situation. Now, this situation may not have to be involving you specifically. Like, it may not be you that's going through this. It could be someone that you know and care about. I'm also getting something. I kept hearing corporate. So it could be a coworker as well. So we'll get into that in a second. So what I got was 2 songs. Okay, the first song was How Come, How Long by Babyface. I've never heard that song before, ever in my life. And I was so surprised because I like Babyface. I actually was trying to, you know how you can't remember the title of a song? It was a song that I heard when I was a child. And I could remember the rhythm of the song and sparse words, sparse lyrics here and there. So I went on, I came on YouTube and I put the lyrics in and it matched with another song. And so the song came up and I was like, no, this isn't the song that I'm looking for. But when I was listening to the lyrics, it matched up with the message that I kept picking up over the past couple days. And I was like, okay, so it was meant for me to come into contact with this song. That was meant to happen. So again, the name of the song is How Come, How Long by Babyface. Babyface is an Aries. So you could be dealing with an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and the visual, or you have these strong placements in your chart. This also could be talking about a time frame. And Aries season is March, April. So that would have been of last year, okay, for some of you all. And then the second song is Only for a While by Anita Baker. And Anita Baker happens to be an Aquarius. She also has an Aries moon. So something strongly aligned with Aries energy for some of you all, okay? I don't know. I'm getting like something also that could have happened during a Aries full moon. And you guys have to look it up because, again, I don't have that in front of me, but something may resonate with that. And if you guys are like me and you're in tune with your spirituality and you're like tracking specific events like full moon phases and how you feel and things like that, then if it resonates with you, then you'll know. If not, just go back and look at when was the Aries full moon for 2023, because I don't believe that we have no, I don't think we've experienced that this year. We may have, I'm not sure. I can't remember which the last full moon was, but we just started. No, this is January, so no. We haven't had it. So this will be for last year, right? So go ahead and check that out. See when the Aries full moon was of last year, and this could be a time frame in which someone dealt with something very heavy, possibly a physical loss, like a loss of a loved one, loss of a job, or just a loss of self, like they've been feeling lost since this has taken place, okay? Again, this could be you as well. But I feel like for a lot of you all, this is involving people around you. Now, if you yourself are watching this and you're going through this energy, I'm definitely sending you guys love. I say this all the time. I don't just say that. Like, you guys can't see it because I'm always, visualization is manifestation, right? When I say this stuff and I put this out here, I'm not just saying, oh, I'm praying for you. God bless. I'm not saying that. I literally send. I always see from my heart chakra, I see a ray of light just beaming. I'm sending you guys love because the energy I'm picking up is heavy. It's very heavy. But I'm going to say this is going to change. And I want to share the lyrics of the hook for Only for a While by Anita Baker after I give you guys all the other information, okay? So those are your 2 songs that we have there. you guys had a spirit animal, and the spirit animal that I got was the muskrat. I don't know if I've ever had this one before, but I literally like seen a photo of a muskrat. I don't even know what the hell a muskrat is, but so I Googled it and I was like, Spirit be doing a big one with me because I be seeing the images and things. I don't know what the hell a muskrat looked like. So I looked it up and sure enough, it matched up with the vision that I seen. So the energy associated with the spirit animal, the muskrat, talks about connection to organization, cooperation, emotions, and properly using resources. So I'm going to leave in the description box below also the National Suicide Hotline. I'm not saying someone is suicidal, but I will put that down there in the description box. And I need to be more aware of doing that more often, because a lot of the time when people are coming to you know, looking at readings and things like that, they're going through things in their life and it's like, okay, I need some type of guidance, I need some type of understanding because I feel lost, and I need somebody outside of me that can give me some type of spiritual guidance. So I'm gonna make it more, I'm gonna try to make it more of a conscious effort to leave that in that description box below. So I'll leave the information for that as well. Okay. So again, using resources, that's why I mentioned the whole, you know, leaving that link because of resources, because those are resources to feel like and help you realize you're not alone. There's people out there who can assist you, who can help you through some very trying and you know, tumultuous times. Also, it talks about cleaning through your environment, transformation and healing. Now, the cleaning through an environment could literally be like, you know, I don't know if you guys have ever seen like the show Hoarders and things like that. People don't just hoard because they just want to do it and they just want a nasty, filthy house. Hoarders typically consume things or hold on to things because it feels some type of void within them. So someone could literally be living in a very nasty environment or a very toxic or tumultuous environment because they need things to feel whole, if that makes sense. Or also cleaning your environment, it could be like cleaning the slate and removing yourself from an environment that feels toxic, removing yourself from an environment that feels hostile, you know, because your environment always has an effect, a profound effect on you energetically. Okay, so someone may need to do that. Like if there's a work environment that's so crazy, like I keep getting stuff at work, if there's a work environment that is crazy, they need to go. And it's like, okay, well, I've been applying for things, so I can't just put it out here and make it sound like, oh, you just need to apply and it's just that simple, because it's not always that simple. But it could be one of those things where it's like somebody needs to get out of this environment because it's making someone physically ill or mentally ill, because I'm getting like depression, anxiety, you know, stress, you know, and stress kills. We know this. So I'm getting that energy also. But transformation and healing, again, that's another positive thing, because with transformation and healing, it means whatever the situation someone is going through is only for a while. Just like the name of the song for Anita Baker, this is only for a while. This is not a long-term thing. It may have felt like it's been going on for a long time. It may have been going on for a long time, but only for a while. A while, we don't know how long a while is, but this is not something that's going to be continuous. I don't feel like you're going to leave this year, or this person's going to leave this year feeling the same way that they started this year. I don't feel like that. Also, even stuff that they embodied or dealt with last year is wrapping up before this year wraps up. You know, this is something like, this was cycles that someone had to go through, and it's going to end. It's going to wrap up, okay? I have some names. This could be first, middle, last name, street names, city names, state names. Also, time frames could resonate for you guys as well. So we have Kenneth, Anita, Tracy, Nicole, Brian, Marvin, Linda, Barbara, Dylan, 1964, Indiana, Edmonds, Denise, Walter, Bridgeford. And I'm getting Bridgeford as far as a name and also a location. Bridgeford, okay? Or Chino, somebody's nickname could be Chino, Ohio, and someone could have a Mercury. Your Mercury, your mental, your communication, travel, you know, involved stuff is an Aquarius. Someone could have an Aquarius Mercury. Edward, Monterey, and Ebony. Okay, again, first, middle, last name, city name, state names, whatever. I'm also getting 1958. I believe Anita Baker was born in 1958, so someone could be born in 1958. Again, keep in mind, this doesn't have to be you. This could be someone that you are connected to and you're dealing with, so that could resonate for them also. Now, let me go ahead and jump into this because I want to talk about these lyrics, because I really feel like, as heavy as the energy is, I feel like these lyrics are so beautiful, and it is like, I want you to listen to the song. If you've never listened to the song, please listen to the song, because when you listen to her sing it, I don't feel like she's just singing it. I feel like she understands it so much so that you can feel her empathy. You can feel her sympathy in how she relays the lyrics to that song. Like, I get it. I understand how you feel. And it's almost like a mother talking to you like, baby, you're going to be okay. That's the overall message and gist that I'm getting from this. So I want you guys to listen to that song. Again, Only for a While by Anita Baker. And I'm not talking so much about the Babyface song. What is it? How Come How Long? Because that's a heavier song. If you even watch the video for it, it's very heavy. It's like with How Come How Long, this goes into the message that I picked up. It's like, how come you've been dealing with this for so long by yourself? Like somebody has been dealing with depression. Someone, you know, has been dealing with things on their own. And it's like almost like this person has snapped or they're on the brink of snapping. Because what I got with that was like, check on your strong friend. They may need your muscle. I think that may be the title of the video I'm going to see. But because sometimes I get messages throughout the reading and that has to be the title because that's the more focal point for the reading. But I did hear initially, check on your strong friend. I'm looking at my notes here. Check on your strong friend. They may need your muscle. And you know, they say that all the time. The people who always have everyone else's back, they go through so much shit, but they feel like, okay, I'm strong. I can deal with it. I'm just going to keep pushing. But after a while, it's going to wear on you. It can wear on you. So I do feel like someone is dealing with that, okay? The hook of the song for Only for a While, the Anita Baker song, she says, so if you're in the valley and life is so unkind and your tears keep falling from your tired eyes, your burdens seem so heavy and it's hard to smile. But you must remember, you got to remember, it's only for a while. Y'all want to hear it again? Don't tell me no. Y'all want to hear it again because I want to tell you again. Hear this because somebody right now in this moment, you may need to hear this, okay? So if you're in the valley, and when I heard the valley, I thought about the valley of the shadow of death. You know how they say that, but not like the valley of the shadow of death. It's just the valley where it feels like you're in this empty valley, this empty field by yourself. Everything seems dark. Everything seems gloomy. You know, that's the energy that I'm getting with that. You know, and it does maybe feel like a death, like a spiritual death, right? So that's why I feel like somebody is in that space. So if you're in the valley and life is so unkind and your tears keep falling from your tired eyes, somebody's tired, someone's exhausted, like feel like all I do is cry. And it doesn't have to be you. You may end up finding out, again, when it's full moon energy, things being revealed, you may end up finding out someone around you is like that. I'm also getting someone, I'm seeing cubicles, this is very specific, but at work, you may walk past somebody's cubicle and this person is crying, like boo-hoo shit, crying, like they're going through it. And it's like, they may just blur out like they have been going through it for a while. They may have some type of emotional breakdown. I'm just getting something like that also. Like it could be a big shit show for real. But this person has been hiding it and holding it in, okay? So as I said, and your tears keep falling from your tired eyes. Your burden seems so heavy and it's hard to smile. But you must remember, you got to remember, it's only for a while. So that's very powerful. I'm also going to say this to you. If you know that you're dealing with someone who you love or someone you care with, or even if that situation with that coworker, I'm getting something with, you know, music heals. Music has a frequency for every single situation and every single emotion that we go through. Send this song to someone. I keep seeing like someone forwarding this song to someone. And I feel like that's going to like help raise this person's morale. You know, they're going to feel quite different. It's not going to be a cure-all, but this may be something that saves them. Like you hear people like fans all the time talk to certain artists and tell them like, your song, this song saved me. That stuff really works. Everything is energy. I say this all the time. Music is an energy. Music is a frequency. And when this person is at their lowest and they may feel like giving up, when they listen to those lyrics, it's like, okay, I got it, because she says, you got to remember. And then in the background, even the background singers say, they mimic her and say, you got to remember, it's only for a while. So that's very powerful. And I really, you know, I would insist, I can't tell you what to do, but I would insist that you send that to someone if you know that this resonates with someone out there. Even if it's you, listen to that song. When you feel like I can't do it. I'm tired of crying. I'm tired of fighting. Remember, it's only for a while, okay? Again, I don't feel like this is going to be long lasting. In fact, I feel like this is going to wrap up, to be quite honest with you. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Pentacles. Like I said, somebody's trying to balance things. Somebody's trying to stay grounded. Pentacles about groundedness, being stable. If you see one pentacle is a little higher than the other one. And it's like people have their on and off days. That's what I'm getting. And as I mentioned with the song, it's like you got to remember it's only for a while because, see, he's up under his rainbow, but behind him there's storm clouds. Like somebody could be going through what they consider is the biggest storm in their whole entire life, but he's also up on a rainbow, which means that storm is gonna clear. I always say after every rainstorm, there is a rainbow, and that is in fact the case there. At the back of the deck, you have the Knight of Cups, your knight in shining armor, somebody who comes in and sweeps you off your feet. Some of you guys may be a good support system when this person goes through this emotional hardship, or somebody may be coming in to support you. Could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or it's just because it's water, the emotions and feelings. I definitely feel like somebody's going to help someone get through some emotionally difficult time, okay? For your clarifying deck at the bottom of the deck, you have the Hangman. Hang in there. I never say that with this because, you know, the Hangman is like stuck in limbo, just stuck or hanging in some type of situation. I'm hearing that somebody needs to hang in there because it's going to get better. You know the saying, things get greater later. I feel like it's going to be sooner than later. I do. With the Hangman, it's a major arcana, so of course that's definite energy. Hang in there because you will receive this enlightenment, okay? Back of the deck, we have the Ten of Wands, carrying a heavy load, carrying a heavy burden. Somebody's carrying this. I'm going to say this again. I like this. Even though this is heavy energy, I like it because it's a 10. 10s are wrapping that situation's done. It's wrapping up. And it's very powerful also because, again, we are in this full moon in the sign of Leo. Wands is associated with Leo also. So I do feel like coming out of this full moon energy, a lot of people are going to feel a lot stronger. Because keep in mind, Leo is also associated with strength. Okay, so moving to like just pushing through the situation, knowing that, okay, even though this is heavy, I'm still standing upright. I'm still on my feet, you know. So I do feel like that is the energy for you guys, okay? So we're going to change the cards from the top to the bottom. And I want to get just the moon, okay, because we're doing a full moon reading. Just the moon, and then we'll get the card that comes before and the card that comes after for the collective. Currently at the bottom of the deck, amen, hello. Male or female, you got the Empress. This is someone who is in charge. They're powerful. They are finding their way. You know, they're very secure in who they are, their purpose, because the Empress always knows she has a purpose. Okay, that's a definite. You have Taurus, Libra, and it's specifically Taurus and Libra, but I always get Aries energy also because her partner, the Emperor, is Aries. And they're one, okay? The Emperor and Empress, they are one. So I always get that energy as well. And I did, as I'm saying Aries, remember I said, both Anita Baker and Babyface have strong Aries placements. Babyface is an Aries sun, and Anita Baker is an Aries moon. And we are reading for the full moon. So that Aries energy, the fire, talks about keep fighting, keep going. And that's what someone needs to do because you're going to land on your feet. Okay? Luck is on your side also. I always notice that rabbit there. Luck and abundance is on your side also. Or this person's side. I keep getting find in there, so someone's going to find themselves, okay? Someone feels very lost, and they've been feeling lost. Ooh, as soon as I parted, someone has been feeling very lost for a while. 5 of Cups, sadness, sorrow, grief, depression. He's a knight, he's a warrior, but he's on his knees like, I give up, okay? And it's like, only for a while. This isn't going to last long, okay? So let's go ahead and get into your reading. And I know the intro is pretty long, but that's just messages I have to share with you guys. Someone's going through it, but I feel like it's going to wrap up for sure. Yeah, there's going to be a victory. 6 of Wands, success, attainment, achievement, victory. And this is Leo energy. So definitely I'm saying there's going to be a victory coming in for a lot of people in regards to this matter. I'm going to change the card from the top to the bottom one more time. You guys know I do a lot of shuffling so we get the best message, the most important message, and then we'll get into it. Page of Wands. So communication and mental. Some of you guys need to communicate with someone. There could even be 2 people in your environment. He's in between 2 birds. There could even be 2 people in your environment who are going through it. For some of you all, this could be a teenager. And if you didn't see the reading yesterday that I did for the collective, pages often give me the energy of a teenager, a young adult. Some of y'all could have a teenager or a young adult child. This person could have a very strong Leo or Aries. I'm getting strong Aries energy in their chart. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm also getting the Mercury because I keep getting something with Mercury. Mercury is your mental communication. So if they have fire in the chart, it's like they could be responding very haphazardly, very hostile, or also just keeping stuff to themselves because they can be very prideful. So if they're not spitting, like spewing fire and rage and anger, I also feel like they could be holding back because it's something with pride. And I just peeped what was up under there. You got the devil. Yep. So somebody feels like the devil has been on their neck. Okay? Someone feels like the devil has been on their neck. Like everything that can go wrong has gone wrong. And I also feel like, the devil is associated with mental illness also. And I'm not saying that someone's mentally ill, but it's like associated with mental illness. The devil is always going to be a trickster, always wants to confuse you. So that's what somebody's going through. Somebody's going through some hardships where they are like mentally and emotionally confused, exhausted, overwhelmed. This is going to wrap up. Okay, this is going to wrap up. So let's go ahead and go through the deck. I'm going to get the moon for the collective. I'm holding it down so you guys can see as I go through it. There you go. Yes, for a lot of you guys, this definitely could be involving a child or a teenager or a young adult. So right in front of it, you have the Fool card, taking a leap of faith into something new, major arcana, definite energy. And then right behind it, you have the Page of Pentacles. I do believe we had the Page of Pentacles yesterday. If you did not watch that collective reading, go watch it. Because I definitely feel like a child or a young adult could be definitely going through it, going through the motions. But look what's right behind it. The Justice card, balance. Okay, what I tell y'all, it's gonna balance out. It's going to work out in your favor, or this person, whoever this person is, it's gonna work out in your favor. Okay, and I claim that. I claim it. I claim it wholeheartedly with everything in me. I claim that because the energy does feel heavy, and it takes a strong person to deal with what I've been picking up here. Like, even if you listen to those lyrics, listen to the song. It's a beautiful song. And I feel like, you know, there's a sense of empathy that you all are gonna feel. I feel like somebody, okay, I also just heard somebody's childhood trauma. Something is happening in regards to someone's childhood trauma. So say, for instance, a parent passed or something like that, and this person doesn't feel guilty because they had shit parents, or their parents weren't ever there for them or something like that. They feel guilty about not feeling sad that the parent passed, or not being there with the parent passed, or something like that. I'm just getting, what is this in my, what the hell? I'm like, what is that in my hair? I keep seeing it flashing on the camera. Okay, so you know, they could be going through some type of trauma in regarding that. Because if you look at his eyes, just look at how the eyes are kind of sloped, almost like he's weary, but he's trying to keep a strong front, like his face. He looks like he's going through it a little bit. Someone also can have a bang. I'm just noticing his bang, and these bangs trying to do what they want to do up here. So this person can have a bang. Could be a female, could be a young male child, like this looks to be. But whatever the case, I just kind of feel like, it's interesting. Because I just heard hiding. Now, I'm not hiding with this bang. It just so happened this bang landed like that. Because it was actually arched up. But, you know, as you move around and do whatever you want to do. But there could be a child also who wears bangs. You know, certain styles that fit your personality. Someone could be wearing a bang because they want to hide. Like, they don't want to be seen. And they may not even consciously know that's what they're doing. I'm getting that also. First, middle, last initial could be CGMW, POF, also S, first, middle, last initial for this child or young adult. And I always notice this. Somebody can have something very specific with their leg or their knee or their thigh. There could be a tattoo, a bruise, or some type of birthmark that's very significant. Could be the left leg specifically. I'm also hearing like this is someone who feels like they can't never get a leg up. I'm getting that also. That's very interesting. But there's something new. I told you guys, it's going to change. Fool card talks about taking a leap of faith into something new. I always talk about with that dog getting ready to jump in that hoop. You or this person won't be going through this alone. They will have support. Because dogs talk about companionship, loyalty. Okay, so there will be support here. Someone also could be born in the year of the dog. I'm also getting someone's rising sign could be Gemini or Cancer. Okay, so bottom of the deck, yep, what I say. Things are going to get balanced. Now, I'm going to say again, some of you all may be the type of person that's going to support this individual. Because you have two people coming here for wise counsel from this person. You have the Hierophant, Taurus energy, Taurus, Sun, Rising, Venus. You have these placements, or they have these placements. Also, there could be a child. You know, God speaks through children. And that's a real thing because they're more pure. They're less tainted than we have been throughout our cycles in life. And because I'm just looking at this could be Taurus energy also because it's Pentacles, and then you have the major arcana, Hierophant, Taurus. A child could be speaking, like a child can hear you crying or hear someone crying, and the child, if it's not you, they can come back and tell you, like, I heard uncle or auntie or grandma or somebody crying, and I don't know what's going on. And they could make you aware that this person has been crying a lot and something's going on. And then also if a child hears or sees you crying or something like that, this child can come saying very wise words. And it's like, you notice this is your child's way of speaking. They're getting downloads from spirit to give you encouragement. I'm getting that also. Okay. So let's part the deck. Y'all watching this, right? So you got Taurus here. You got Taurus here again. So strong Taurus energy for sure. A child could be a Taurus. Specifically a Taurus sun. You got major arcana Taurus here. And then when I get the major arcana, that's either a sun sign or a time frame for me. And then you have Taurus here in this card also. You have Taurus, Leo, and also Aquarius and Scorpio. And we are in Aquarius season. So I do feel like this is going to play out. But I'm going to say again, somebody's going to have some, somebody needs to look into counseling. And I'm also getting like talking to someone on those hotlines. I don't know exactly what it is, but there's many hotlines, like international hotlines, where you can call and talk to people. Like if you feel like you're not doing well mentally, you feel like you're going through things, there's hotlines that you can call. I'll see if I can find those also and leave the link. If they're not there, clearly I didn't find it. So just do some investigating. But I do know, I'm aware that there are hotlines out there where, you know, you can call and speak to someone when you're going through something, when you're grieving or whatever, and it's free, you know, and things like that. Because this is like getting counsel or having someone who can steer you in the right direction, give you some type of guidance, especially spiritually speaking, and it's going to help you move forward. With the world card, travel distance, forward movement. There's forward movement happening here. And like I said, only for a while. You feel like this for a while. You feel like you may be down and out, defeated. But there's some change coming. There's a shift on the horizon for a lot of people here. Again, I don't feel negative about it. I feel like the energy felt heavy initially, especially if you're going through this. Because, you know, how can it not be heavy? Just grief. I keep getting grief. I feel like someone is consumed with grief. But being an empath, I always feel the heaviness of the energy. So I feel it. But it doesn't feel long lasting. It feels like it's just kind of hovering. You know what I mean? Like it's just going to hover a little bit and it's going to float away. It's going to clear out like a, you know, like a cloud. I don't feel like this is going to be long lasting. I don't get that at all. Again, I'm going to say someone definitely is dealing with someone who's a co-worker that's dealing with this also. Because the 8 of Pentacles is the actual 9 to 5 and putting in the work. So this is a work-related situation for some. This could be a co-worker. I keep getting somebody walking by someone's cubicle or someone's office and... Do you hear that? So that's confirmation for a lot of you all. It's a because that's the candle, my candle here, and it just started making this really loud cracking noise. So it's like, yeah, you're on point. That's the message I'm getting. I've never had that with the candles per se, unless it was specific. That didn't want to come out. A specific message that I needed to give. So for some of you all, there's a coworker, and even if you don't hear this person crying and things like that, it may be like this person is always so upbeat most of the time, and all of a sudden it's just like a zombie. Like this person is going through something personal. And they're not speaking to people about it, and they're just hiding it, or at least they think they're hiding it. I don't think they're going to be able to hide it much longer because it feels heavy, whatever they're going through. I keep getting something with a loss of a parent, possibly some difficult times with a child or children, but I get one specific child, okay? Definitely something with someone's coworker for some of you guys, okay? Show grace, show sympathy, show understanding. Like, you know, ask this person, like, what's going on or something. And for some of you guys, I keep hearing, like, you may not even talk to this person. Like, this person doesn't talk to anyone, or you're one of those type of people, like, I go to work, I punch in, I go home. I feel like Spirit is going to talk through you to give this person this message. So you have to be open to that. Because we are also here. We all have a purpose. You know, that's what I'm getting here. So let's get a clarifier for the Fool card. A clarifier for the Fool card for the Moon energy. You had that. We just flipped up, but it went back down, so I'm not going to take it, was the Page of Wands again. So Wands is messengers, communication, right? And because we are in this full moon in Leo, I'm going to say again with that fiery energy, there's going to be some communication amongst people in regards to how someone feels. Okay, we had this card. 3 of Wands, the future looks bright. I told you. I told you. You got the Fool card, taking a leap of faith into something new, and the future looks bright. Okay? He's looking at this bright yellow in front of him. He's leaving the past behind. It's time to move on. The 3 of Wands, someone can be a life path for a personal year 3. Also, within the next 3 weeks, things are shifting immensely for someone. I'm not getting 3 months. I'm getting 3 weeks. Something is shifting immensely. Oh, yeah. Bottom of the deck. Major Arcana, the Temperance card. Temper yourself. Just allow things to balance behind the scenes. Spirit room is, this is the angel. Spirit room is allowing things to work out behind the scenes. Could be involving a Sagittarius here, because you do have Sag with the Temperance right up under there. This Page of Wands keeps wanting to pop up. It keeps wanting to pop up. Some of you guys, again, I'm going to say it's a young adult who needs some type of talking to, or you're going to be communicating to this person. This is a messenger. This is someone who's going to deliver some type of message of hope. I'm noticing, you know, the fact that he's wearing that yellow, and you see how here he's looking into that yellow. Someone's self-esteem and confidence has been shot, or they're going through some situations with their self-esteem, confidence, and willpower, because that yellow makes me think about the solar plexus chakra, and that's your confidence, self-esteem, willpower, things like that. Also, someone could be having digestive issues as well, and it could be from stress and anxiety, you know. Let's get a clarifier for the Page of Pentacles. Clarifier for the Page of Pentacles for the collective full moon energy in the sign of Leo. Okay, so you have the 8 of Wands, fast moving communication coming out of blue unexpectedly. If you notice how it landed right here, and it landed right on top of my sword. Sword is communication, mental. Some of you guys are meant to communicate with someone. Now also, because it came out in reverse, if you will, and I'm saying like this because the way that it landed was very odd. First of all, both are fire. So it could very much be associated with Leo. For some of you guys, within the next 3 days, somebody's going to have some type of communication. You're going to find something out. And then 8 here, and with it being Wands, again, Leo season is August as well. So I feel like this full moon, I definitely feel like this full moon is going to awaken people to finding out that somebody's going through it. Someone is going through some type of depressive episode or some type of hardship. And they weren't so quick, because this is quickly talking about something and quickly bringing something to someone's attention. They're not so quick to talk about this, you know, because they've been trying to keep things to themselves. But again, because it landed on the sword, it landed right here on top of it. Somebody wants to talk. Somebody wants to talk. Somebody wants to, you know, deal with things. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Wands, 2 of Wands, okay? And all this Wands is action. So some action is about to take place as far as communication goes. The 2 of Wands talks about needing to choose a destination or a direction to go in, leaving things in the past and moving forward. We already had the World card in the beginning and the pre-shuffle, and he's holding the globe here of the world. There's a transition. The world also talks about transition points, okay? So there's a transition that's getting ready to come in. And I do feel like there's change coming for someone. Again, he's standing on his feet. He has his wand in his hand, like they're taking control of their life. Somebody's taking control of their life. I'm also getting like someone may have to move either for family-related situations or for work. And it's like it has been difficult for this person. Also, if there's a child. Just think about like children, because I keep getting stuff with children also. If there's a child, teenage, I'm getting specific. You know, their friends, their friend group is very important to them. And if a parent has to move because of work-related situation, they have to relocate for a job or something like that, this child is having a very difficult time, you know, thinking about this transition. And so with all this wands and this communication, it could have just happened very quickly that this happened. Like someone may not have much time to make a decision. It's like, okay, either you accept this position or we're going to give it to somebody else because we need to fill this position immediately. And so, you know, it's like they didn't have a chance to say goodbye to friends, stuff like that. It's a need, like maybe like back in the days, look, I'm telling my age, I'll be 40 in May. But, you know, back in the days when we were in school, we used to have pen pals from different states and stuff like that. Our English teacher set that up. Maybe have them do something like pen pals. And I know you could text and FaceTime and stuff like that, but something about being pen pals is more intimate. You know what I mean? Like people need to get back to that, you know? So I feel like somebody is like maybe need to be pen pals with someone. But again, I know this generation doesn't do stuff like that. So texting and staying in touch and FaceTiming, like keeping the kids in touch, if that is the case, especially if they're like ace boon coons, if they're like besties. You know, I feel like a child is having a very difficult time with that. It's actually giving me energy like somebody's very depressed because of it. Let's see what's at the back of the deck. Look at that. Only for a while. It's making me emotional even thinking about this. Only for a while. Things are getting balanced. The universe is going to break you off very properly. If you think about aces are always brand new stars. And with the Ace of Pentacles, that's a promise of stability, groundedness, like something coming in that's going to secure you, make you feel safe, make you feel comfortable, make you feel stable. Stability is a big thing here. I like this energy, like moving forward. And I'm going to say again, someone definitely could be moving for work. Somebody could be relocating for work. Because if you see how I'm holding this, he's taking his globe and he's transferring. He's going towards that pentacle. Also, someone could be, if it's not leaving for work, someone could be moving into a different home. I'm also getting, again, like there could be a situation with parents where a child is having to move. Yeah, because see, you see how he's holding, this hand is holding the pentacle here and he's holding that pentacle. A child may have to move with a, you know, there's a separation between parents. Because even here, when we stop with the Justice card, that could talk about legalities and someone, you know, it could have been a ruling where, okay, the child or children have to stay with a specific parent. And it's like, this child may be taking on those emotional burdens. Like they don't want to be separated from a family unit. I'm getting that also. So I'm getting quite a few things here, but more than anything, I definitely feel like a lot of you guys are dealing with someone. Oh, yeah. I want to show you guys this. You see I have the deck here. I'm not even touching it. Look, talk to your strong friend, okay? Check on your strong friend. These are two friends sitting here talking, chatting it up, you know, communicating. I definitely feel as though, you know, this person needs you in order for them to feel balanced. So they need somebody who's going to come in and kind of help them rationalize this. When we're going through heavy things, we don't see it. You know, we don't see life the way that others do. You know, a person on the outside is going to look at it completely different. They're going to be unbiased because they're not going through those emotions at the moment. Emotions can be blinding. You know, you go through things and you don't realize like, okay, I may be, and that's not to minimize how anyone feels, because I've been through some heavy things and going through some heavy things now, but I'm also very grounded in a sense because I have a lot of earth in my chart. You know, I got the Venus, well, my Mercury is in Taurus, my rising is in Virgo, my moon is in Taurus, you know, so I have a lot of grounded energy, even though I'm a Gemini sun, and it keeps me anchored, you know, and I have a very strong support system with my mother and my sisters, you know, so I have an amazing support system with stuff like that, so I'm very grounded. Even my friends, and I thank them so much, anything I go through, you know, we're there for each other, you know, so, but not everyone has that, but it seems like somebody needs that. You get what I'm saying here? Somebody needs FaceTime, like literally FaceTime, not the phone FaceTime, like sitting face to face, because energy, the exchange of energy. And I feel like someone's going to tell someone, like, you know, in communication, like, it's not going to be like that. It's going to be balanced. There's going to be balance. Also, Libra energy here. Someone could be dealing with a Libra. Someone rising Venus. Yeah, 3 of Wands again. Something's going to happen within the next 3 weeks. There's going to be a shift. I feel like things are going to balance out for someone in the next 3 weeks. Okay? I really feel like that's going to happen. I'm also getting that something, because you did have 3 of Wands twice, but that's not about the future. But I do feel like for someone, something happened 3 weeks ago and they're still kind of dealing with it. But I'm getting more so the overall message, like 3 weeks from now, this situation is going to be completely different. Their outlook is going to be completely different. There's a lot of healing that's going to happen. There's brand new starts that's going to happen here. I also just heard someone is a star seed. Someone has a child that's a star seed. And this child feels everything. That could be an issue. And I'm going to say issue because if someone's not aware of that, then they're going to feel like something's wrong with them. So feeling everything and not knowing what to do, feeling down in the dumps, just feeling everybody's energy and not knowing how to separate other people's energy from their own. And so they're taking on everything. And that's heavy. It's like everything just coming at them all at once. All these emotions, just a lot. So I'm going to say again, check on your strong friend. Check on your strong friend, because they need your muscle. They need you to help lift them up. They need you to help them see things, you know, from a different perspective. And I feel like they'll be very open to receiving that communication as well. Is what I'm getting here. Okay. So thank you guys so much for watching Queen Airbender Tarot. Until next time, please continue to like, share, subscribe, click the notification button. Take care and be well. Bye.